I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in. This is episode 26 on our journey from 0 to $100 million. Now, it's going to be a very, very busy month. Recently, we just survived the winter months, which is pretty nice to be able to do that, have enough supplies to keep us fully stocked and going, able to just sleep through the months. That's pretty nice. And we also got a large field here to go ahead and mow up. I don't know why I don't have any fuel in this thing. Hopefully that's enough to keep us running. It's going to be close. Let's go and get this field mowed. This worker is off and going now, and I'm starting to think we might have way too much grass, way too much animal feed. I don't know. There's a lot. Maybe I made this field way too big, or maybe I'm just planning for the future really well. I don't think it's that one, because this is a lot of grass. Well, let's get a harvest. With there being a worker on the field mowing, we got quite a bit of other work to do. Let's go ahead and unload these global goods transport pallets. You know what? I like them right there. Let's just go ahead and detach this trailer, because I'm going to utilize this tractor and this trailer right here to go ahead and empty out a silo I have. It's an old silo. We'll get it demolished, but first let's get it emptied. This is the silo I'm talking about. Now, if you don't know, here's a better picture of it. This silo, I was testing something out, trying to increase food capacity over here. Didn't quite work out, but we have 103,000 liters of hay here. We're going to go ahead and get that out, run it over to our production. I guess I could run it to the sheep. Not gonna do that though. And let's go ahead and delete off some stuff that's over here while that's running. Gonna get rid of this water tank finally, this other water tank also, and this open range cattle. Looks like I got a little bit of a harvest income there. Not sure exactly how much. I mean, we're almost up to $1.7 million. That is quite a bit. We will also go ahead and get rid of that silo for almost $5,000. And looks like there's a little bit of grass not here, meadow grass. Y'all can remember why I did that. I lost a herdsman stick in there, so had to get rid of that. But we'll worry about that later. I'm gonna go ahead and have this worker go through and pick up the grass. Now, there is a course set up specifically for picking up grass, but that's after the mower's done. The mower's not done yet, so I'm gonna set it up on the same mowing course and just follow that mower around. That way, whenever the mower finishes, this finishes, and I can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is some liming, some fertilizing, and some rolling. We'll get there eventually. Now, you may have heard that ding there, and that is a worker heading into town. Like I mentioned, I was setting up auto drive courses to help save on some time. I had a worker going over there while I was setting this up. Let's jump over to that worker and get that hay into the production. Now that we're all done with this tractor and trailer, I'm going to go ahead and take this trailer back to the farm, take this tractor over to the forested area, start getting some wood chips. We still have quite a bit of pallets here to sell off with this firewood. I'm going to go ahead and work on this because right now I have a worker driving back to the farm, and then eventually I'm going to set up the course that goes to the logging area. But once my tractor gets over to that logging area, I'll take that over and get some wood chips. There we go. Whoa, that's a lot of money, I think. $1,977 plus a 143 environmental score reward. Why is that so high? I don't remember breaking $1,000 at all. December's best sell time. Maybe it's just a really larger price than before I was selling off last time. Let's double check something real quick, make sure I'm not on easy economy. Nope, I'm not. I'm still on hard economy. Huh, that's interesting. I guess I was selling them off at like a horrible time last time around. Learned something new there. Looks like these trees are up to 17.1 meters, telling me there's a volume of 7,224 liters in there. Now, I don't know if that's wood chip volume or wood volume. I think it's wood volume. I'm not too sure, but let's go ahead and get that dumped into there. Oh my gosh, 21,536 liters of wood chips right there. That is crazy. Let's go ahead and keep going around all these trees. I got 20 of them, and we're going to get that done, and we're going to get it into storage, and we're going to get that pellets production back up and running, because I sure did miss that income on that thing. While I'm over here with this thing, I'm going to go ahead and take out these smaller trees I've been kind of bobbing and weaving through and not cutting down. I've been waiting until I got this tree devourer over here, because this is, I think, one of the first times I got this tree devourer over here since I built that production, maybe. And whenever I say production, I mean the one that holds the logs and transports the logs automatically for me. Looks like something needs refueled. Let's go ahead and jump on this real quick. And man, it's not going to keep going, is it? I guess not. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue because that tractor right there in front, it's going to try to keep going and going. So let's go ahead and stop that tractor too before it overlaps. Let's see here. We'll stop you right there, and we'll put you on nearest waypoint. Turns out this thing didn't have enough fuel in it. Really thought it did. Well, I'm sure this ain't good. We got two things blocked by an object. Did they run into each other? Yes, they did. They definitely did. Oh man, let's go ahead and turn this one off right here. Come on, get out of the way. Got all these trees over here devoured. That was the actual oak trees and a few small ones mixed in there that were spruce trees I was trying to get rid of. 437,725 liters of wood chips is now inside this trailer. That's only 8% of this trailer. I'd like to see it full, maybe one day. I highly doubt it. Let's go ahead and get all these into town, get our production fired back up, and start making some crazy amounts of money. Even though we're at $1.7 million, we're still going to need that money. I was wanting to get this production up and going before I started doing all kinds of different builds and new productions throughout the town. That way I could have some sort of income coming in constantly, and good income. If I remember correctly, I believe this building over here only holds 400,000 liters. That's going to be a little bit of an issue because we have more than 400,000 liters. Let's see what's left over, or if there is even any left over. Yep, looks like there's 37,000 liters left over. I guess I'll take that directly to the source, which is this building right here. This building right here is going to make a lot of money from those wood chips, a whole lot. But for right now, let's go ahead and dump this in there, get it activated again, and just watch that money go up, and up. Now there is 22,000 liters left in here. I'm going to leave this here for a little bit, maybe. I don't think I need to take this back to the farm quite yet, and none of this stuff. So we'll leave it here for a minute. Eventually some of this will empty out, and I'll be able to dump it all out. Looks like the motor's finally done over here. Let's get it washed and put away, and then of course the work right behind it's going to be finishing up too. The next step is liming. Looks like this grass harvest ended up with a little over 710,000 liters of grass. Now I'm going to take it over to the sheep first, dump all the grass in there, and then what's left over from there, we'll go over to the production and make hay and silage. Probably just silage because I think we got plenty of hay sitting over there. I'll figure that out whenever I get there. I think it's time we get a John Deere back on the farm that we can actually use all the time. So this one right here has 445 horsepower. Should do all kinds of work around the farm, all the work we need it to do. Doesn't look like I can get any front loader attachment on it right now, but the reason I'm getting this, I'll explain in a minute, but let's buy it for $350,800. One reason I'm getting it is because I got the money to blow. No, I really don't. The reason I wanted it is because both my tractors kind of busy right now. One's just sitting over in town, really doing nothing. I guess I could bring it back and utilize it, but it'd be kind of a waste. And my other tractor is busy hauling around grass. So let's go ahead and get a new one. And of course, make a John Deere. And we're going to go ahead and grab this lime spreader right here and get that grass field taken care of with some lime. The trick here to multitasking here and getting this farming done fast is just always keep a worker going. Now that is if you want to do it that way. Obviously, everybody plays differently. Somebody might want to just do all the work themselves. But I'm trying to get through this pretty fast and get a lot of work done as fast as possible. Man, looking at this tractor here, those tires are so wide. I don't know how I feel about that. Definitely ain't driving on no field with crop. Our sheep are down to 523,000 liters of grass. Let's go ahead and top them off all the way up to that 1 million. I think we'll be fine doing that for now because we still have 1.1 million liters of TMR in here. And the more grass I put in the sheep pen, the less TMR I'm going to make. But for right now, I don't need that much TMR because right now with 50 cows, it's only requiring a little under 400,000 liters per year. Oh man, look at all that slurry. I forgot all about that. I'm going to have to use that slurry to fertilize the fields. Now, I don't have to, but I would like to utilize it for maybe fertilizing the field. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I might just use it for something else. I did hear slurry is a great product to sell into a BGA and make money from electric and other BGA type things. So I may look into that because all my slurry spreaders are not going to do that good compared to the liquid fertilizer spreader that I currently have. We ended up with 234,000 liters left of grass. Let's go ahead and get that in here and we'll compare it to how much hay we have and see what we want to do with it. Now, when I say compare it to the hay, this is what I mean. 234,000 liters of grass, 385,000 liters of hay. To make TMR in this production, all it requires is hay and silage. To make hay and silage, I need grass. So it's safe to say I can make nothing but silage right now. And then, of course, I could turn into TMR. So let's go ahead and activate those two things. Turns out being able to lift 2 of these pallets was never, ever going to happen. I didn't think it would, but I'm really just trying to grab that bottom one out. Guess I should have started with the top. Here's the thing. Now, I can go ahead and start this up, but there's a very good chance it will run into that other tractor on the field. So we're going to hold off until that other tractor's done. Then we're going to start up the fertilizing. In the meantime, I think I got some other work to do. Now that we're getting closer to having to build up some more in the city, town area, I'm going to go ahead and purchase some land around the city, town area. So right here's the farm shop that comes with the map. Let's go ahead and buy 56. I'm going to start clearing out those trees with the tractor and tree devourer that I have over here. That's $85,000. And you know what? While we're at it, let's get 45, 46, and 57. You know what? 47. I got some huge plans here for a nice city or town. I keep saying city. It's definitely going to be a town. Lime work's all done over here. Let's go ahead and get this refilled, washed, and put away. Now the tractor, I will go ahead and hook up to the roller because that's the next step. Fertilizer is off and going, as y'all can obviously tell right there. Starting to get this down a little bit faster, and I'm really enjoying that because I was cutting it close one episode and it ended up getting dark, so I don't like that at all. But we got the roller going off there on the field, and that is the last stage to that grass field. Let's continue working on some wood chips that I'm doing in the town area, trying to clear out some spots. And you know what? Let's get this stuff put up first. Been pretty busy over here cutting down some of these trees with this tree devourer. Now all this area over here is destroyed. I did say I don't want to destroy the large clusters anymore, but I've already went through and cut those trees down at the beginning of the series. Also, there's a little area over there, and I did stop removing the small ones and a lot of the trees over there next to the shop. I'd like to kind of leave them still. Just brainstorming a few ideas of what I can build over here for the whole city and town. That is definitely coming up pretty soon. Right now, this grass field is completely done. All we gotta do is wait a couple more months to harvest it again. Our barley field over here is at growth stage 5 and 6, so it's coming up on a harvest pretty soon too. That's probably going to be the next thing we're going to harvest. I'm pretty excited to harvest that barley field over there though. That thing is huge looking, and I don't know, it's just I feel like I'm going to get a pretty good yield out of it, way more chicken feed than I'm going to need. But once I get that chicken coop up to actually 50,000 chickens, that's probably not going to be enough food. Now, I do not have any rules saying I should be self-sufficient. I could just go ahead and buy the feed, and I probably will end up having to buy a lot of feed. Main thing is I just want to make sure I have the money to do that.